You are watching Stripped Out, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson. Tonight we are bringing to you Regina's own Tyler Gilbert.
You do not have a clue. You best find a view that will tell you what to do. Go on, pretend that what I'm saying isn't true. Sooner or later, everything will topple down. What if I told you I've been following you? Would you take some time to look me in the eye? Well, what if I told you I've been following you? I'm here to say that I'm not here to compete. But what if I told you I've been following you? No matter what's been done, you're just too good to be true. Once was a time I walked right by a light, so bright that it was and nearly blinded my sight. I see the trees, they're looking down to grab me, just like the trees, you were out of my reach. There is a fox and he is running on down, one road, one land, one more time before he dies. What if I told you I've been following you? Would you take some time to look me in the eye? Well, what if I told you I've been following you? I'm here to say that I'm not here to compete. Well, what if I told you I've been following you? No matter what's been done, you're just too good to be true. What if I told you I've been following you? Would you take some time to look me in the eye? Well, what if I told you I've been following you? No matter what's been done, you're just too good to be true.
Yay, the couches are back. You are watching Stripped Down. Tyler Gilbert making his return. Last time you were on the show, wow, what a different landscape. November 2009, episode 63. I didn't actually have that memorized. I have to look that up, but that's crazy. That's going on 3 years ago.
Yep.
So what's been going on with Tyler Gilbert? First of all, welcome back. Thanks for making the drive up from Regina.
Thanks for having me back.
We're lucking out with the weather left, right, and center here in 2012. Yeah. So it was a good drive up.
Yeah, roads are good. No snow.
We'll stop in Chamberlain. Some ice cream.
I'm going to stop in Davidson.
Even better. What's been going on, man? Fill me in. 2 years.
Just busy touring and making albums. I think 2 years ago, I think I made 2 albums since then.
2 albums since then. Well, we have this one. This is, I believe, the new one.
Yes,
we're going to talk heavily about this album as the hour progresses. But remember, look back at your time, November 2009. What was going on in your life at that time?
Not a lot compared to now. I was kind of just getting going on touring, and I had just made my second album, I think, and I was just learning, basically, and a lot has happened since then.
You kept the hat.
I did.
I was telling Jay about Tyler, and he was like, Tyler. I kind of remember he was friends with Carrie Senko.
Yeah.
He was right around that time with the Sheepdogs, and I said, the guy with the hat. The guy with the hat. All right, so our director, Jay Neufeld, remembered you from the hat. But is that part of like your stage?
I like to think it's like a logo, kind of like McDonald's. Like it's people either remember the hat or the headstock.
Yes.
So
that was already a discussion amongst the crew, the headstock. Wow, we're going way too fast. We're talking about everything at once. So let's pump the brakes and slow down a little bit. Okay, 2 albums in the last 2 years since your last appearance on Stripped Down. How much more focused have you been in these last 2 years? You said you were just kind of starting out. What prompted that? What got the wheels rolling?
Just the ambition for music and to make a good, solid career that keeps me busy.
Was it a career back in 2009?
I wouldn't necessarily call it that. I wanted it to be, but it was just getting going, and there's a lot of things I didn't know about, and yeah, I learned a lot about touring and stuff like that. So.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about touring?
Live cheap.
Live cheap?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because it's hard to make money out on the road, but you just basically got to cut like any cost that you can. So.
When you say touring, has it been mostly Saskatchewan? Have you gone Manitoba, Alberta? Probably Alberta, because that's where you're from, right?
Yeah, last year, about the end of summer, so I went on a fairly large tour. We went kind of from Alberta all the way to Montreal, and we played shows all along the way there. And so that was probably one of the biggest ones. And then I've done like just Western tours to BC and Alberta and Saskatchewan and stuff.
And that was you and your band, or?
No, it's mostly just me all the time.
Mostly just you?
Yeah, I'm slowly kind of working a couple band members back in.
Okay.
So probably for the next album, I'll have them back and maybe hit the road with them. So.
Is that the long-term vision? Because I find that's usually the long-term vision of these solo artists, is that they want to build up the big band.
It usually turns out that way, yes. It's a lot of pressure to get the band back. And people like hearing bands rather than solo guys where it's a little more mellow and relaxed and quiet. So, yeah, I'd say that's the next goal, to get them back.
Well, we'll talk about what you're looking for in band members if you have people in mind. Some pretty big shout-outs from some pretty big names here on your website of people that liked your music, so we'll talk about that. Of course, we'll go back to the new CD in a little bit, but first things first, you kicked off the show. I was listening to the lyrics, kind of sounded a little bit of stalking going on. What was that song? Did I interpret that incorrectly?
I believe that's what it was written about. I can't remember the exact topic that I was thinking of, but it does sound like a stalker because he's talking about following.
What was the song called?
What If I Told You?
Is it?
That's the first track.
Is it the title track or just the first track?
Just the first track.
Okay. Yeah. And you're not gonna peel back the layers and tell us really what it was about?
I really don't know what it was about originally, but it is about a stalker.
Okay.
I think I made it up.
Oh, yeah. Sure you did. All right. Where do we go for song number 2?
We're gonna do.
Are we gonna hear mostly stuff from this tonight?
A lot of stuff. This
Okay.
next song in particular is actually a brand new song, which will be with the band on the next album.
Okay.
So
we're doing some time jumping too.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I love how even on the back. Whoa, we can get a shot of that. You got the same guitar. There it is. There. Awesome. Okay. So song number 2 again is?
Water to the King.
Water to the King. Take it away, Tyler Gilbert. I'm going to leave, but I'll be back after, okay?
Okay.
Call to all the weak, my friends. Water to the can't be the only one who shakes away the feeling. I can't be the only one who knows, who knows. Peasants wearing down, they fear the bottom that they hit, when the money that they made is just no longer befit. Valor placed in arms, we march, conquer the value set. For us there's nothing more than what we haven't done yet. Guided by the Queen, she waits for the rising ghost. By demons she's been haunted here the very most. I can't be the only one who shakes away the feeling. I can't be the only one who knows, who I can't be the only one who shakes away the feeling. I can't be the only one who knows, who knows, who knows.
You are watching Strip Down. Regina's own Tyler Gilbert returning to Strip Down after almost nearly 100 episodes. That's crazy. Does it feel good to be back on the couches? We brought it back out for you, too.
It does feel good.
We've been using bar stools. That last song, not about stalking like the first one.
No.
What's that last song about?
It's sort of about society in general. It kind of refers back to the king and queen era of like medieval times. Kind of different song for me.
What are your influences? I felt like that was a little bit of Live. I don't know if you remember Live. You might be too young.
No, I remember Live.
Yeah, like mid-90s Live. I was kind of getting that vibe from it. I was like, nice.
Yeah, I do like some of their stuff. I'm not a huge Live fan, but probably my biggest influence would be like Zakk Wylde, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and Terry Reid. Put him in there too.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I usually save that question for later, but man, all over the map tonight. I love it. We have to gear up for our first commercial break, but stick around because it's a huge night for the contest. I'll tell you what the contest is, and I'll tell everyone else who doesn't know out there what the contest is after our first commercial break. Stick around. We got lots more with Regina's own Tyler Gilbert coming up right after this.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McWade, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquade.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Do you where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Gilbert.
Your intention, 'cause everybody knows that the world ain't fair. Keep on doing what you like to do, 'cause you never have to give up. Need to hear the good words that keep you smiling. Another opportunity now gone to the dogs. I can see that you're burdening your mind with the worries of a man who's not there. Break free the chains that bind this place. It's haunting. And break down the walls around your dreams. It's hard to.
right, we are spending 60 minutes with Regina's own Tyler Gilbert, but a really special time of the show. It's time we take another look at the contest. All right, so viewers, for the very first time, you'll get to meet a couple of our newest staff members. I present Alexa and Caitlin, giving me a hand this week. Here it is, week 8 or 9 of the contest, and what happened this week was that the good people of Shaw decided, you know what, the contest is such a good idea, we want to get involved. We're going to give you a whole bunch of Shaw cable system swag. So you can see the lovely Caitlin is rocking the Shaw shirt, oh, it's long sleeve, and the Shaw backpack, while Alexa here is wearing a one-of-a-kind Old Timers Hockey Challenge, show them the back, #1 Shaw, and the do-rag, headband, whatever. But wait, there's more. Wait, what's in the backpack? I don't know. Let's take a look. I hope it's more awkward TV. No, there is a Frisbee. No day at the beach is complete without your own Shaw hat.
Oh my, that's a full backpack.
Check it out, ladies. Shaw's own mixtape, basically. What's this? A whistle? You don't need Twitter to tweet. All right, and now it's got my germs on it. There's some more Shaw do-rags. Here we go.
Oh.
See? Like, they really hooked me up. And then there's a Shaw poncho. I kid you not. If it ever rains, show your support to Shaw and wear the poncho. A Shaw pen, which clicks. Director Jay Neufeld really gets mad when I do this each show, but it's like a nervous habit. And last but not least, something you might actually use. It's a Shaw jump drive. All right. It's a big round of applause for Shaw for hooking us up. Celebrating the contest, our lovely assistants tonight. There they are. Thank you, ladies. Scuttle off, and we're going to continue with the show. Tyler! We are back. Thanks for sharing that moment with me. That song, when we came out of commercial break, song number 3, what was that? It was beautiful.
That was Break Free. That is like the single off that album. And there's a music video that will soon be released for it. So.
How do you get a music video made? Do you
know the right people?
Okay, I was going to say, do you just hand your brother a camcorder and be like, let's go? Or do you actually like get professional people
I got professional guys for this one.
Nice.
I had a music video just after I was here the last time, which was done with like handy cams and camcorders. It didn't turn out that great, but this one's going to look really good, and it's turning out nice.
You never know, because a lot of artists try to like do it themselves, and sometimes it's a home run, and other times it's a fail. So I always kind of tiptoe around, like, did people know which way to point the camera when you were doing the video? But so you knew some people who were actually like trained properly. So what was the premise of the video?
It's about a teenage kid, and he has kind of a rough time, as a lot of teenagers do. And his dad's kind of like an abusive alcoholic, and he turns to music to kind of like break free from all the negativeness around his life.
A little dark, but is that, what are you laughing about? Does your music have kind of a dark tone? Is that when you sit down and write? Are you like, this is not going to be a Tyler Gilbert party song? This is
They end up being darker than I hope, but one of my goals for my next album is to be a little happier.
Yeah?
Not so dark.
Okay. But, well, I mean, it makes sense with your influences. But is there stuff in your life? Like, Regina's a pretty happy place.
Yeah.
You just keep yourself, like, you board up your windows just to keep with your theme of writing dark music, or?
No,
that's just naturally?
I'm just a really happy guy, actually. I don't know why I make such sad songs.
Must come out in your songs, and that's why you're happy.
I guess so.
See, I write really happy songs, but I'm miserable as a person, so that's probably, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm really afraid we're going to run through time. I say this every week. It's just always like, the conversation's going good, and then I realize we haven't had a song for like 20 minutes, and the show's over, and they're like, I thought I got to play 8 songs, and I'm like, sorry, I didn't shut up. So, song number 4, before we take our second commercial break.
This one is another unhappier song.
Another unhappier song?
Unhappy.
Okay.
Is unhappier even a word?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. But
okay.
It's called My Lucky Can, and it's about 2 drinking buddies, and one dies. And the other one goes to his grave to have a final drink. They both drink Lucky Lager, by the way. And so he has a final drink of Lucky. That's why it's called My Lucky Can.
Well, I'm sad, but you're telling me to stay happy, so take it away, Tyler Gilbert.
the sun, it's trying its best to win. The pouring rain grows the grass you're in. Umbrellas cover the ground that marks the spot we gather round your cemetery plot. You can win this place. You can win this place. It's coming round one more time. It's coming round one more time. And I know I'm no longer thinking clear, and I know I have seen your face out here down in the bottom of my lucky can. The bottom of my lucky can. And I know I'm no longer thinking clear, and I know I have seen your face out here down in the bottom of my lucky can.
You are watching Stripped Down with Regina's own Tyler Gilbert. We have to gear up for our second commercial break, but before we do that, I want to touch on something I pulled off your website. You see yourself as a mellow, comical person. I don't think I've ever seen the words mellow and comical back to back like that. How does someone pull off being mellow and comical? Because usually funny people are like really outgoing and slightly annoying.
That's sort of true, I guess.
It's really true.
I'm just mellow by nature, I guess. And then the comical part comes when I'm on stage. I say some of the dumbest things sometimes.
You and me both, brother. So you're just like, when you tell jokes, you're like, and then the duck never flew again. Is that like the mellowness? No?
Well, it's like Andy Samberg. He's mellow. And
That's good. That makes a lot of
Is it
sense.
Samberg?
I'm going to ponder that. Yeah, I'm going to ponder that. You just stumped me there. All right. We got lots more with Tyler Gilbert coming up right after this.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty, from the smallest body of water to the coldest, from underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McWade, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquade.com. Ultimo Euromoto. .204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
We are spending 60 minutes with Regina's own Tyler Gilbert. Let's jump right into this. Brand new disc.
Pretty new, yeah.
Pretty new?
Pretty new.
It was new when you wanted to come on the show like 6 months ago or whatever. And you're like, hey, I want to promote the disc. And I was like, you know what? We're losing our audio guy in a few months, so we're just hammering out full bands for the next 4 months. But you were a trooper. You were like, book me for February, March. I was like, well, all right. So this show was booked a long time in advance. But I'm really happy you're back. Yeah. Again, it's been a few years. So what is new about this album compared to what you were playing last time when you were on in 2009?
There's a lot more instrumentation on this album than the last one. There's a lot of I added a lot of orchestration, like cellos and stuff like that.
What drove that idea?
Listening to certain guys like Damien Jurado, he uses a lot of he's a solo acoustic basically with a lot of orchestration, and so besides that, there's a guest appearance from a guest vocalist, I guess, from that I went to high school with, and she's just got a great voice, and I had her on one of the songs, and just a lot of guitar tracks and harmonica. There's a bit of harmonica on it.
This is very, very like Saskatchewan. Can we get a shot of this? Zoom in, Alexa. Oh, some good zooming right there. Where was this taken?
Actually, a hill that's no longer there, right by the North Rochdale Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They ripped it down though.
And now there's what, condos there?
I think they're gonna build.
Oh, isn't that always the way? It's like that Joni Mitchell song no one likes. Paving a parking lot or whatever. Okay. So this you're still progressing from here though. You're still
I like to see like every album be a bit different and have something new on it. And so the next one it'll have a bass player and drummer and
I was gonna say because you're building the band like we talked about
kind of
that before.
Bring it back and I still want to have the solo aspect to it too, just because diversity I like a lot.
So the big projection 2 years from now, where do you see yourself? Like what does the band have? Full on horn section and or are you gonna keep it?
Maybe a pianist.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's get to more music, man. Okay. That song you played before the commercial break again was about a beer between that was a sad story. I don't want to go back to it.
but this one's a little happier.
Okay.
This one is about Regina actually. It's an older one. I might have played it on the last time I was on here.
The 63rd episode of Strip Down back in 2009. And what's this one called?
Familiar Streets.
Familiar Streets?
Yeah.
Tyler Gilbert, take it away, buddy.
Streets I roam. dusty streets and worn out signs puts my mind at ease. Broken sidewalks fill this town, forgotten beauties this land carries, and we're here somehow, and we're here right now, and I don't recall what it is about this place we call home, and every crumbling wreck tells a story about familiar streets, and I don't recall what it is about this place we call home.
Regina's own Tyler Gilbert singing a song about Regina?
It is about Regina.
That's awesome. What is it about the Regina-Saskatoon rivalry? Because I love Regina, but you know, during that song, there was some drunk, angry old man yelling at his TV going, "Shut up, Regina sucks!" And that was probably my father, but there was probably someone out there doing that. So what is with the rivalry?
I'm not sure, but there does seem to be some kind of rivalry there.
I don't know why that is, but yeah, again, I love Regina. So what's the focus on Regina? Like, what do you tell people of Saskatoon that Regina's awesome because?
Tall. I'm obsessed with tall buildings, and I like the tall buildings. And
Tall buildings.
downtown
Regina has tall buildings. That's the best. That's what you got.
That's all I got.
You moved from Calgary to Regina when you were young with your family?
Pretty young, yeah.
Pretty young?
Yeah, moved here because of family and with family. So
Yeah, was it a shock going from Calgary to Regina?
I have to admit, when I first got to Regina, I didn't overly care for it, but it's sort of growing on me, and I'm starting to like it now.
See, I had to think. I was stumbling through the last question because I couldn't remember if we talked about the Science Center on air or before we started rolling. But we never had to actually have this conversation on air. I love the Science Center.
Yeah.
Like my
Fun
son
place.
wants to go there every few months, and so we make it out there quite often. And yeah, they've got the IMAX and everything. And
Yeah,
I really wish that rivalry wouldn't exist between us.
Yeah.
Where
We need to bond together.
We've almost taken Strip Down to Regina a few times, like for access communication, and done it out of there, but it's always fallen through, which is too bad.
Didn't know that.
What Regina acts and bands should be on this show?
Should be on this show.
I'm putting you on the spot right
that
now.
haven't already been on?
Yeah, or I'll just throw them out there. Maybe you don't know. Because we've had this season, we've probably had the highest percentage of Regina shows.
Okay. A good friend of mine, which I actually toured with last year, he should be on this.
What's his name?
TB Judd, he goes by.
TB Judd.
And I was just talking to my other friend, who we went on tour also last year, Megan Nash, which she told me that she's
2 weeks from
soon,
now,
yeah.
we will have Megan Nash.
Yeah.
Megan Nash will be episode 149. So we'll leave that one on a high note, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, she's a great singer and great songs, so that'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
And who else should be there? Dustin Ritter Band is pretty good.
He's coming.
Is he?
Yeah,
you guys are on the ball.
first week of April.
Oh, okay. There's so many good.
Bam!
so many good ones from Regina.
Nice. Well, go back and tell everyone who will listen about Strip Down. Not just musicians, just anybody. Just be like, you got to watch it. It's on Access Communication. If you know how to play a instrument, go down there and be on it, because we're hoping to come back for season 6 in a big way. There you go.
I'll spread the word.
That's my ramble about Regina, Saskatoon relations, and it wasn't my first, and it won't be my last. Where do we go from here? Before we take our last commercial break, what's the next song?
Next song is it's another new one.
Okay.
Eventually I'll play another one from that album.
Okay.
But this one is another new one called The Way the World Works.
The Way the World Works.
Yeah. No, I don't know how it works, but that's the name of the song.
Okay. Take it away, Tyler Gilbert.
I gave you a tree, would you plant it for a breath of air? Change your life forever, 'cause you know the way, you know the way the world works. If I held out my hand, would you walk with me across this land? If we're flooding the world, don't help us, it's alright. It's alright. Change your life forever, 'cause you know the way, you know the way the world works. Change your life forever, 'cause you know the way, you know the way the world works. Jump in when the world is all these better days. Jump in when the world is all these better days. Jump in.
We're watching Strip Down with Tyler Gilbert. Before we take our last commercial break, I just want to run over some more stuff I pulled from your website. You appeared on the TV show Deadly Intent.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was.
And that was you. That wasn't just like your music. It was
No, it was
you.
it was like a little acting thing.
So what was your lines?
I didn't have any lines. It was,
Okay.
It's kind of like
show me the emotion of the face you were making. Well, you weren't a corpse or anything, were you?
I ended up dying on it.
Spoiler,
It's
really?
like a crime scene kind of documentary type deal. So my guy was like a Russian from over here. It's a true story too, and like he got killed for ransom money or something.
Really?
So yeah, it was interesting.
Did you get the part because of the hat?
No, no.
And also the show How Did I Die?
Yeah, that one was like in the 70s era. We were kind of in a big ballroom, and I had this like bright blue tux on.
Like a zoot suit?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad I came to Regina just to see Tyler. That's a quote from Sean McCann from Great Big Sea.
Yeah, that was.
You know Sean?
Well, sort of. I opened for him when he came through here, and he said that while he was on stage. So I thought, well, that's something to
That's nice.
to have. That's
Did you have a chance to kind of hang out with him after? And
yeah, we talked a little bit.
what do you ask Sean McCain from Great Big Sea?
I don't know.
No, you
I
didn't
didn't
like
really ask him
advice.
No,
No, you're just like, hey man,
maybe I should have.
you like the Rough Riders?
Yeah.
He could be a 21st century Bob Dylan with one notable difference. Tyler is articulate. Ouch! Take that, Bob Dylan. That's a nice one too. How do you see yourself as an artist? I mean, you have a page of people commenting on you, but how do you see yourself? When you call bars and say, "Hey, I'm Tyler Gilbert. I want to come play. I'm on tour. I am."
Singer-songwriter. I like the term singer-songwriter, and I put a lot of emphasis on like the lyrics and stuff. So, just singer-songwriter. I guess is the
Songwriter.
best way to
All
put
right.
it.
We have to wrap things up with Tyler Gilbert after this last commercial break. Stick around. We wrap it up right after this.
Up and down, around, around, solutions that were never found. Trouble where I hockey puck, jumping on the workers' wall.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McWade, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquade.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Memories we cherish, moments captured in time.
This is Matthew Halton of the CBC.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans in the United States.
Oscar Peterson est un spécialiste de la musique populaire.
Le hockey des Canadiens.
So I heard they were taking on guys to the cannery next week, just when we leave.
Do you remember? How could we forget?
Strong winds that blow lonely. There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run.
À ta santé, Cécile.
Hello, Paul Russ.
Our mom got us these to keep us from biting our toenails, eh?
Mr. Lebec, have you become a symbol? No.
Canada's recorded treasures. Help keep them alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Gilbert.
Took a train around the world to just a couple days at most, but I still haven't figured out why everyone's in such a rush. And I sit here drifting out, fading away I might. At least I won't see the end before it sees the light. I love the sun and love the trees, and everything in between don't mean a thing to me. For the way I am now, I hope it doesn't change. There's no love for you, my dear. I believe I was born this way, but I can't see why anyone would be too if two were right.
We are wrapping things up with Regina's own Tyler Gilbert. How'd you do tonight, buddy? How'd you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah?
Good to be back.
I kind of butchered the return there. I was ordering pizza. I was a little late getting back on the couch. Compare tonight to back in November of 2009. Which one was better?
This one.
This one?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. You didn't seem nervous back then. You didn't seem nervous tonight. The new album, where can people get their hands on it?
HMV, iTunes, Amazon.
Yeah. And to go online and research Tyler Gilbert. Whoa, zoom in. Where do people go?
Just tylergilbert.ca.
Okay. And upcoming shows, anything? You got some stuff booked? When can the good people of Saskatoon expect you to roll through here again?
Possibly soon. I'm on a Western Canada tour at the end of March and all through April. And I'm hopefully maybe going to stop here April 2nd, near the start of April.
Okay. Have you played venues here before?
The funny thing is I've played like all these other places, and I have yet to play a show in Saskatoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta put an end to that. We gotta get you a gig here. Where would you like to play? All your musician friends in Regina probably come back and either complain or talk glowingly about Saskatoon venues. So I'll put out a call. Where's the one place you'd like to play?
Cafe Soleil has a pretty good reputation.
Yeah?
I think it'd be cool to play there.
Where's the best place to play in Regina? Put you on the spot again.
McNally's is pretty
Yeah?
good. McNally's or O'Hanlon's.
Yeah? And if people come out to a Tyler Gilbert show, what are they going to get? This or various members of bands, or just does it depend?
So far, it's the solo still. But in a couple months, you might get a whole band.
But you will get the hat for sure.
You'll have the hat.
You'll always have the hat.
And the guitar.
Are you going to come back in about another 100 episodes if we're still doing this crazy ride called Strip Down?
I hope so. If you write me down, I'll be here.
Okay, what episode do you want? We'll book you ahead, like, what, 239? That sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'll put you about 2015 somewhere. We'll do it up. I'll give you a call.
Okay.
I'll have my people call your people. As we bring in new crew members, I'm going to kind of get them to do more reception stuff, I think. That's my plan anyways. I think we're almost out of time. Final words, closing thoughts, Strip Down episode 147.
Thanks again for having me.
It was fun.
That's about all I got.
I feel like we laughed, we loved, and we learned tonight, Tyler. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching Strip Down. Thanks to tonight's cast and crew. Yeah, we saw some new faces tonight. Hooray! They're giving the devil horns behind the camera. We're probably going to see some more new faces as we roll along into season 6. Finally, our original crew members are starting to leave. They're getting jobs and going to post-secondary education. I know. I tried to talk them out of it. But anyways, thanks to our sponsors, Mr. Sicily Pizza, Ultimo, Uramoda, and Long and McQuaid Music for all things Strip Down. Go to our Facebook page, which is Strip Down. Look for the Dancing Girl. Like us. Join the contest. You can win some stuff. Lots of good swag. There's a aquarium. I don't know. Just check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time tonight, Regina's own Tyler Gilbert. Thanks, buddy. Shake my hand before you play. That's a wicked guitar, by the way. See you, man.
Said to you, remember that you're the one who stays the same, heading out in darkness, heading out in darkness. Said who are you to be lost in your arms, in your arms, in your arms, in your arms.
This week on Strip Down, get your bowl of pretzels, get your iced tea. We got Tyler Gilbert in the house.